Hello everyone, in this video I'll talk about the ranger skills, which ones are the best, which ones you should be using when grouping, which ones you should be using when solo, and so on. So we'll begin with Multishot. So Multishot loads 5 arrows onto your bow, and this skill is also called a shotgun, because you're meant to use this when someone gets close to you, or when you get close to someone.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
It's a great skill to finish off enemy PvE with high HP. Maybe deal a lot of damage to the raid, to the skeleton commander, and so on. It's also great if you're in a place where you can't run and an enemy player is chasing you. So if you can't open doors, if you're like in a dead end, this is like the last resort. It's really good. So it's 5 shots, so if you get really close, you can land 5 arrows in a row, which absolutely nukes pretty much any class in the game, as long as you have like a good bow damage. A little tip I'll give you is that if you're at 0 arrows, you can press Multishot, and if you press F to cancel the skill, you'll have 5 arrows in your bow. So essentially a faster reload animation. This is a little tip that most people don't know about. Personally, I love Multishot. As I said, it's a great last resort thing. It's also good for PvE and even for like one-shotting people if you can get like behind them and so on. Next up we have Quickshot. Quickshot, I think everyone knows this one. It's a really good one. There's really no excuse not to take Quickshot. What it does is, instead of loading 5 arrows like Multishot, it loads 3. And you shoot them one by one in a quick succession. So this is great, and I would suggest like using this with a longbow, because you know the longbows have the highest damage in the game, as well as the longest draw time compared to recurve or survival bow. So you want to use this with the highest damage bow you have, and it's amazing. Just a must-have skill. There's like literally no reason not to use this. Then next up we have Quickfire. So Quickfire, along with Multishot, it's the two skills that are, in my opinion, only really worth using in high-end builds, when you actually have like enough HP potions and bandages. A lot of people prefer Quickfire over Multishot. What this does is you pretty much like your action speed increases by 50%. This means that your drawing speed on each arrow, it's much faster. So this is good if you're like getting chased and you just turn around and want to shoot people real quick, so you don't get so they can catch up to you and you still deal some damage. As well as it's pretty much like another quick shot, but not as fast. It's good. So it's like personal preference between multi-shot and quickfire. Up to you. So next up we have Filtration. This is pretty obvious. It's good. It gives you 25 HP when you use it, but depending on how well you are in terms of gold, you should be buying HP pots and bandages. I don't really suggest taking Filtration because both Quickfire and Multishot are just too good to pass on in PvP. So as long as you have enough potions and bandages, I would suggest not taking Filtration. However, if you are doing bosses, Filtration can be good. And lastly, we have True Shot, which increases the projectile flight speed, as well as increase the attack power of your bow. So despite the attack power increase, which was a buff in the recent patch, I still do not think this is a skill worth taking at all in no situation, because again, both Multishot and Quickfire are just too good not to use compared to True Shot. So overall, Quickshot 100% must have, then personal preference between Multishot and Quickfire, and if you're poor, can't afford bandages or a lot of potions, just use Filtration until you can afford some.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.